Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ireland Esports Collegiate Series. Today I am joined here with Stellar X. I don't know if we've had you
Hello.
yet, so
No, this is
great
my
to see you.
first little commentating gig, so happy to be here.
Yeah, no, it's great. And we are going to bring you into a match very soon. We have the TUD APESB versus the Trinity Ducks B. So it is going to be the lower bracket game going on. They're currently in the warm up, just fighting it out. So we will have to see exactly what goes on. We are going to be brought straight to Mirage here. So I'm excited to see what these two teams can bring. I don't believe we've seen the TUD Apes be on stream yet, so it'll be interesting to see exactly what they bring to the table.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the gameplay, given that it's the B teams, something that we're less used to seeing on the streams. But yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, both of these teams, other than the TUS Dragons who got their bye this round, they are the lowest seeded teams, having only 2 wins under their belt in the last 3 weeks. So both these teams really need to pull it closer given the situation in terms of score. But we are going to go straight uh, into the knife round, I believe. But we have, usually we have our gentleman's agreement, so we'll see exactly what they run it into. We do see TUD Apes are going to actually get most of these kills here. Flawless nearly. I don't imagine he can get an ace with his knife, and they do get taken out. I imagine they're going to pick the CT side as well, given that it's generally seen as the better side, just with how much you can control the pace in terms of defense and just be able to decide on stacks and such. But they're actually going to, I believe, stick with uh, the T side. They're actually going to swap it up and send over the Ducks over to the CT side. So I'm interested to see if they have any strats like lined up or anything, and what they're going to bring for this pistol round. They are going to set their sights towards B, and we do see that now our little UI has been fixed, so we will see which teams are going, and it is just going to be straight sent to B with a little lurk towards the underpass just to throw off a little bit of rotates. The kills go in for the side of Trinity, and it just ends in a bloodbath. The pistol round ends so quickly, and just no one can get anything done on this side. So we see the CT's going to get a clean round. The plant does come in for the T side, so they should have economic superiority, given that you can buy the gals, you can buy the armor, and you can get something going here. So it'll be interesting to see if they can win out the second round, given that they didn't get many kills, but they should be able to force up here and get something going. It is just going to go straight back to that B play. Interestingly enough, they aren't going to force up except for one on that P90. So we will see exactly what they can do, but it doesn't look like the range is favoring them right now, as they're just going to get mowed down in the apartments. A very similar strat than what we saw in round one. And the MP9s are just going to completely make it a blowout. Not able to pick up anything. The P90 saved by Sebtic, and now a 2-0 start.
Yeah, these rounds have moved at a very quick pace, so we're wondering now, was T side the right choice for TUDB?
Yeah, no, currently the has not paid off at all. They've only gotten a couple of kills in the first 2 rounds, so you're gonna have to see a different side of them right now. They are gonna go for their full buy. They have a couple of SMGs which they might try to favor on those shorter angles if they do go B. But the three rifles could maybe get anything going in this. They get the first pick of the round, which is really strong. Going to take the rifle out of the round, so it's only SMGs they're up against unless it gets recovered in that window position. Using that mid control and the push through apartments, they're going to go for the plant, but the MP9 of Nippo is going to get the kill. The refrag comes in, so it is just going to lead to one player left for the side of Trinity. and the plant is going to come in, and time is not on his side. He doesn't have a kit either. There is one there that he can pick up, so he is able to cut down on that defuse time, but against 4 men, it's going to be very difficult, especially now tagged down to a single bit of HP, really. One bullet should take him out, and yeah, he cannot get the rest of it. So third round goes to TUDB. They're able to recover a little bit and get themselves on the board before too much issues arise against the CT side.
We're looking at one of the first good buys now for TUDB, so we're seeing an A push this time around. Something new.
Yeah, the T side attempting to go for something different than we've seen, because they have been focusing very heavily towards the B, which has been hit or miss given that they've only won one round so far. But I'm finding it interesting the way they're playing it out in this defense. They look like they're holding very B heavily. They have this inkling that it is going to be over there, but the stairs player dies and it's just an auto shotgun left here on the side, but he gets one before getting taken out. So it is the 3 men left, the CT side. They could go for a save, but it looks like they are just going to rotate quickly and hopefully try to get some kind of retake going here. Only 2 remain in the jungle area, and it does not look good for them. One gets taken out by Septic. They're able to get a little bit of damage dealt, but the timer is ticking. It's about halfway gone. And losing his teammates, Spam Rundy is not able to really do much here. The M4 does get picked up, so he's able to get one, but just too many players to fight with, too many trades available. And TUD even it up. And now they're forced economically into it. Not a great situation, Trinity. So what do you think they're going to go for? Do you think they might go for a buy, or do you think they're going to try something a bit more maybe gimmicky or something?
It's looking like they're going for a buy. We have the one rifle and then a few deagles to hold them up, but we'll have to see how this works out. It's looking like a B push this time, but a slow B push in that.
Yeah, maybe slowing it down. Actually, that deagle does pay off. They just kind of have a little bit of a spread of money here. The auto shotgun is coming back as well from Daverney, but it's moved on to the opposite side. Instead of being under the palace area, they're going to stick around under the apartments, hoping that they catch someone off. Maybe turn this 2 minute.
Yeah, they're making their presence known on B, but 2 have rotated to A already, leaving A side open at the moment.
Yeah, the slow pace really worked out for the T side. They did lose 2 men, but they're able to get the site, and they're trying to go for the plant, but a bit over eager to try to peek over in the connector takes one of them out. Just 2 players now left in this round. They're both skirting around the smoke, and it's all about the vision. He gets one. He almost gets taken out by the shotgun, it looks like, but he's able to get 2 on his way out. So timer is halfway ticked. There is 1 kit onto a player, so there is definitely a chance, but he can't make the fight. He barely takes it, and if this molly doesn't fade in time, they might not have enough time, but be quick to see exactly what happens, and they don't have enough time. They are going to try to get away, try to save these rifles. It was a little bit less of a full investment because they all saved to around 2,000, so they should be able to buy, especially with 1 player surviving. But overall, they went for the gamble of the rotate. They killed the B player and they assumed that the rest of the team would follow, but in the end, they just completely used it as a bait and switch to go to the A side. This round, the op does come out finally on the 6th round. We do get it coming, and nice shot onto the mid player. Does get taken out on the CT side by it, so they are going to have to switch up their defense, pull a player off B to make sure they can defend mid. So it is going to be spread paper thin trying to get here, but mid and A seem to be the goal right now as smokes are going to spray down. The auto shotgun, though, is still going to find someone on the opposite side of the map, so that B player gets taken out. But the trades are coming in, and they're ending up on the side of TUDB, able to get a 1-man advantage. And they're going to get that plant. The Opera, though, is going to make noise, so it's going to be heard. Septic gets 1. The bomb is planted, but Hughseer cannot get the second one, so it now lends itself to Trinity having a man advantage and can try to go for this defuse. Sinelli is the best, is going to be in that palace position, and if he gets caught out, if they figure out where he is, there should be a chance just to defend him. Is going to go for it. They are going to go for the stick, I believe, and they get the kill. They're able to take him out. They get the defuse, and they even it up once again. So it's 3-3 now for Trinity and TUDB. Timeout called out now here by the Apes, as we see Sinelli is the best. I believe disconnected or having some issue or other. So we'll have to wait and see how that transpires. But for now, halfway through the half, and it is even as ever. The CTs are able to get their money out. They saved up a little bit, surviving with 2. Are able to rebuy here, but it is going to be a little bit costly. And Op is going to come out for Sebtic. So the TUDB team are trying their best to scrape some cash together to try to get anything going. They're going to go for pistols just because they can't full buy here on a few of their players. So they might be going for a fast round, might be sticking to a different situation here. And
It'll be interesting to see if they head down B again, as that's what they were doing on most eco rounds. They seem to take a slower pace when they're heading towards A and mid, but we'll have to see what they decide to do.
Yeah, and we'll wait for this timer to tick down as we begin the round. And I'm wondering where that op's going to go for the CT side now. Are they just going to stick with the mid? It looks like it is, the basic position, but it just is so strong. You can hold down such a long angle, and already just going to lose 1 for that T side. The op just going to ring true and able to get them. But 2B player is going to run it slowly there. The auto shotgun is going to stay around there. So if they do try to push onto it, it looks like they will be coming up against this just powerhouse of a gun. They do take it out eventually, but 29 HP, no armor, a Glock, and he just gets shot out by Sebtic on the op. So very clean round, only losing 1, and it was the auto shotgun. So economically, it doesn't even have as much weight, and he's just going to rebuy it up. It's only a little bit of money out of pocket. So now he's able to have, really good buildup of economy, and they should hopefully be able to try to sustain themselves for a bit longer going to this half as we get into the tail end of it. Already 1 taken out on the A side, I believe, as we see them pushing their way through. They are going to go and quickly bolt their way out of here, it looks like. They're going to get quick rotates, so the T's really need to get this bomb plant down before they can completely group up, before they can stop it. The op isn't able to get the kill, but deals some damage, but they're swindling in numbers now. 2 versus 4. Op does eventually get the kill. Just sitting back, waiting to see. Gonna try to peek around, but there is a player behind him, and he is going to get taken out straight away, and it's just an auto shotgun. The distance does not favor the gun, and he's going to get a 2, though. It looked like he was about to be taken out by the rifle. It should still not net around, and GMS finishes it off. So the very close game on our hands right now as we see these 2 teams just pitted out with only a few rounds left to go in the half. Both teams having a full buy now, though. The T's having a Galil on their side, though, so 1 tiny bit less on their side. Op is out, though. They're just going to try to have the speed control. 3 players are going to go this quickly through the apartments. The auto shotgun not able to find a kill in time, so he's not even able to get 1 with that. Sebtic is going to get 1 for traded, but he gets traded out himself. Bomb should go down in a moment. And this is going to be a difficult retake. 2 versus 4 now, and they're a really good bunched up setup they have. With Spam Rundy not near at all to protect his teammate or give him a hand at all. Does get another one, but the time is ticking. They have kits on both sides, and kills are just going to Lucky here. He does get another one, but on the opposite side of the map, he's not able to get here in time. I think there was a little bit of miscommunication going on as he goes for it. Is going to get the last kill and should be able to save that. Oh, but no, he takes too much damage and he gets taken out. Ninth round goes the way of the T side of TUDB. And now going into this, we're getting to the point where we're slowly going to see which team is going to become victorious in the half. And it looks like TUDB, with the superior economy, should be able to get something much stronger going on.
It's looking like a fast B again. We've got an interesting setup with 3 CTs waiting ready for that site. It was their weaker site last time, so they're definitely not wanting the same thing to happen this time around.
No, but they're sticking to similar movement. They have actually moved the auto shotgun, so it is rifles protecting here. Gonna try to play it out. Short does get one. Oh, but trades are even. 3 versus 3. The bomb is going to get planted, though. 3 kits on the side of TCD means that they are going to only need that 5-second defuse. 2 auto shotguns, though, means these angles need to be closed up quickly if they want to get anything in. The first one is not able to get anything. The short player missing their bullets, able to hit a head there. So the shotgun behind is able to get 1. 2 versus 2. Jump spotting, just playing their angles, trying to get a 1v1 out of this, but it's just a mess on both sides. It's all about if that auto shot can get anything done, and he can't. And the short player has to push too fast and is not able to get his aim ready on time. So 10th round goes once again to the T side, and it looks like they could run away with this half of the end. I find it interesting that Daverney has opted to go with this XM1014 every single round, it feels like.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice.
He does have 11 kills.
He does have a lot of kills, yeah.
But
I suppose if it's working, it's kind of working, but
yeah,
it's good for the economy, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a good flank here from Lucky. Is able to get 2. The first one is a bit iffy, but the second one is really quick and able to get a dink here onto GMS. So it is a 3 versus 3, but they should be able to at least recover something coming out of this round, if nothing, and at least showing a little bit of strength on the pistols. Sadly, not able to get anything with that 5.7, but a rifle and a shotgun. Maybe they can get something. 1 HP though, taken out, and it's that auto shotgun we were talking about.
Yeah.
Trying his best, but the range from Palace to site just does not favor him, and it's a 7th for TD. No matter what, they win the half, but it's just a question of are they going to get that 8-4? Trinity do have enough to buy, though.
The 8-4 would put them in a great place going into the CT side, given that it's supposed to be the more favoured side.
Yeah, especially with, you know, the kind of momentum they're getting here, because it was 4-4 at one point, so they have gone on a little bit of a streak, and if they win this, that's I believe 5 in a row, which you got to be excited for. But they're going back to what they tried in the first 3 rounds, what didn't work out, interestingly enough, and it might not work out here. But Ivan is able to get a really nice refrag with that SG. Gonna try to go for another, but Daverney holding a really nice angle here, does get taken out eventually, but he takes 2 with him. So the CTs are happy with that. 1 versus 3 now. Hugh does have to really go big here, and he's able to get the 1 to start. But the short and apps are where he needs to focus his eyes. The bomb is down on site, so it should be a really difficult affair to completely pull it through.
He's got a lot of time, so with a bit of luck, that it doesn't go his way. A good half, 5-7. TUDB taking the 7.
Yeah, no, still a really strong ending to that for the T side. But able to recover at least at the end. You know, that was a really good hold of the B side. The auto shotty actually really paying off there. So I'm kind of curious if they're gonna, you know, follow that similar idea going into the T side once they start to get a little bit of money, seeing if they're gonna pull out the shotgun again, because it is obviously a lot more difficult to pull off when you're trying to push rather than hold.
An A push this round, which isn't super common. We usually see a lot more B apps on pistol rounds.
Yeah, really trying to run it out, but the ramp here just gets completely decimated. 3 for Tsadian. And it really looks like the T's just have no more options. They're just sitting and waiting, but the rotates are going to go over to B mostly, just leaving that one player over there. So if they have the inkling to push out, they would be catching him off, but even then, it's still 2 versus 5. So not a great situation to be in at all.
The CTs are spreading out around the map a little bit more now, so they're not so confident about a B rush.
Yes, still a minute on the clock. They do have some options, but it's the fact they can spread themselves out the CTs and another kill goes their way, so it would have to be the 1v5. So I think if you're Sentinel, you don't have much hope, and even then the swing out, GMS gets that last kill. TUD, they pick up the 8th round. It wasn't a recovery at all. It was absolute demolishing. And right here, I saw Daverney buy the shotgun for a second, but I think it's a bit much to buy it on the second round when you don't even have enough for armor to go with it.
Looked like he considered it again there. Bought it and then sold straight away.
Yeah, thankfully you're able to sell here in CS2, so that kind of decision doesn't completely throw him off. Able to get one here though, lucky. That Desert Eagle coming up strong. It showed up last half as well when he pushed for the flank, but he should get taken out here. No armor, no HP, and now the rest of his teammates seem to be falling. Sebtic, timing gives him a flank, but the teammate is there to help him out. So it was an eco, but TUD are still able to get the 9th and just get themselves a little bit closer towards that victory here, which is huge for either of these teams because they are so low down in our current fixings of the teams. It means that every single time here matters because they could try to cinch the 8th place and try to see what they can do. Lucky here once again with the deagle. I think he's given up on the rifles, and he realizes that he's hitting a lot of great shots, so he's just going to do that, pepper down Ivan a little bit. But sadly, the rest of his team is not going to be able to get anything going, as it is only 3 men left for the T side. They get 2 kills as well, evening it up, but they're still just kind of stuck in mid with no map control anywhere else. The B apps player pushing in could lead to demise, and he does actually get taken out. Sebtic able to recover that, and if you know the B player is pushed up, you can assume that there's no one on the site. Sebtic is going to get taken out, though, on that flank. GMS as well, pushing from the A. And now he's able to completely split these 2 Ts from each other. The site player gets killed, and it is now just Daverney. He does have a rifle in hand, but he makes a step. He should be heard. Flashes him out of position. He's going to fight for it, though. He knows where he is. He knows the ops on site, so if he's able to get it, but oh my god, he's only able to hit 1 bullet, but GMS hits the head, so really unlucky to end that. Once the 3v3 was in place, it looked like they could definitely see a way of winning the round, but TUD are able to just push the right angles and just pincer them into a terrible situation.
We're seeing an op on the TUDB team. Hopefully he can put that to use.
Yeah, no, so I'm hoping to see him, go for a little bit of aggressive peaks, try to catch some of these players off. We do see Daverney once again with that shotgun. So interesting to see exactly what he is going to bring out with it. Is he going to go for aggression? Is he just going to try to play a bit of a maybe ratty, lurky angle? Or are they going to, play a bit together, try to just refrag? Because they do have deagles on the rest of them. And as we've seen, Lucky has been very well equipped in getting those headshots, getting those rounds through. And this is such an important round if you are Trinity. You do not want to give up that 11th round to TUD. It would just really spell disaster going into this, and it looks like A is the name of the game, as they are going to set up some smoke, set up some kind of push. The auto shotgun does have to take point here, though, and if he can get damage dealt, it could be huge. But the smokes are going to get thrown out, and the execute is going to begin, but they're going to get taken out straight away. One in Palace, and the second one brought down. Eagle gonna get one. Gonna try to get another, but no, Daverney is able to stop that player from spreading more. Able to recover a rifle. Don't have a plant yet and really split apart in this site. Daverney just trying to play this shotgun angle that he's been playing all game and cannot get another one. Sebtic alone, trying to fight for more. 1 versus 2 now. He does have the bomb, but he doesn't have much. In terms of bullets, he's able to get one, but the swing is too little too late. Hugh survives with half HP and wins them out the round just barely.
Yeah, really good effort from Septic. That was a tough challenge. He managed to get one, but just couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, no, well done, especially with the pistols, because now this round they are able to full buy in. TUD, they have a little bit left in the bank, but still not much. If Trinity can win out this round, it does start to dwindle a little bit. It does start to put them in a bad situation. It's Bamrundi able to get one, the mid player taken out, and a second actually gets destroyed. So 5 versus 3 now, but for the T side, which has been a nice change for them, as they seem to be losing that initial man a lot of the time. So they're going to just play this mid and see what they can get in terms of power. And a really quick window push there works out perfectly.
Yeah, maybe the aggressive pushes is what they're in need of.
But it just completely falls on its head there. CT's able to pick up 3 of their own. The Apps player holding down the fort. Once again, Daverney and Sebtic, and this time they are in the advantage having the 1 extra player. They're going to have to go for the plant here. Daverney, he might not catch that player coming out. Zadian, though, is able to get that kill. And now it's 11-6, and so it starts to become a little bit of a question, but they have so much more to do. The money is barely able to get TUD a few rifles, so they seem to be going for the buy, but it should not lead to much. And then they switch to a bit more of an eco. A couple of them, I think 1 player has fully bought, but overall they want to be able to buy coming into these rounds. One taken out, and Sentinel is able to get another tagged. So nice bit of damage dealt if he's able to catch it, and he gets 1. Ivan is there with the deagle, but he's not in a good position to refrag, so he's just going to pull back, try to protect ladder room, play a bit more on the short. Hugh wins out against an auto shotgun. He takes 1 straight to the chest, but is able to bounce back with his own headshot. Man advantage for the Apes, and now it's going to be very difficult. They do only have 1 rifle, and I don't know if they can recover. They might be able to get that scout back in hand, and they do. But there's 3 men with rifles. They're going to slowly make their way. They have very little in the way of utility. It's all on Sebtic, so if he dies out here in middle, they won't have anything. So this B push is just going to have to be with nothing in hand. Maybe that 1 flash might pop out. But other than that, it's just going to have to be gunfire. And 1 goes in. Ivan trying to get an angle to take out another, but this plant is going to go in very aggressive, pushed up. Trying to plan for that market spot, even though they don't have control of it. Stadium gets taken out. It's just a pistol and a scout left. And now it's just the player with the scout and a deagle. He needs to hit some beautiful shots if he wants to win this out. He has a kit, but now he's going to pick up the rifle, get 1. 46 HP now. Nippo is alone, and he gets the kill on him. He catches him off, jumping on top of the van, and he gives his team 12th. They are on to match point now, TUD Apes, after what looked like the Trinity Ducks were in control, in position to win the round.
What a comeback for the TUD B team that round. GMS really pulling through.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing. It was just the intuition to, pick. He swapped to the rifle, really good. And then winning out the first kill, but just having the idea to stand on the van. He doesn't expect that kind of push coming in. So now up against the wall are the Ducks, as they are going to try to get anything going here. They get 1 kill in mid. The second one, though, might not be come their way. Sentinel does get brought low first, though. Daverney taken out. So the opposite side of the map is not going as well, as we do see instantly this ramp player is going to push straight through into T spawn. So could completely blow this round wide open, blow this game wide open with this. And he's It looked like he was about to pick back, but no, he was just getting himself the bomb, I believe, or at least just checking. Right now is going to be difficult. One in his hand. Septic gets the kill back. 3 versus 2 now. And they are split up. And they do not have any control of this A site, so the rotates are coming in. The kills do pop out, though, and they actually do get the game, able to win it out. TUD 13-6. It looked really close going into that first half. You know, it was 4-4 at one point, and then it just fizzled out for the Trinity team. They were not able to get anything going, and the Apes were able to finish it out eventually. Just really strong in the end. They were just really good in their mid rounds. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a great game for the TUDB Apes. I saw a lot of good plays. It did look close in the second half when TCD started getting a few rounds there, but overall, it seemed quite TUD heavy.
Yeah, no, it just felt like once they got the momentum started in the end of the second half, you know, they won a handful in a row and were able to get that 8-4 half, or, you know, the 7-5 half. It just felt like from there, the ball just kept rolling in their favor. So really well played from the TUD side, and unlucky for TCD, but we'll see exactly what is brought now going into the next round. We are going to have to wait for the seeding, but just to top it all off, we have all of our games completed. There was a few buys, but the UU side beat out TUD. The Quacks beat Set2. ULB Sports beat NetSoc Rebels. UCD Leviathans beat DCU double scoped. Set2 Vikings beat MTU. And the TUS team get a buy. So we will wait and get ourselves seated, and we will get to round 2 in a moment. So we will be right back.